Glasgow High School. Hope to have at least a couple more weeks of basketball for them, though, after the district tournament next week. The region tournament will begin the following week down at Western Kentucky University. Glasgow in their home whites with royal blue numerals and letters, with Glasgow written across the front of the jerseys with a blue stripe down the side. Scottie Paul on each side of the shorts. Franklin-Simpson in royal blue uniforms with white numerals and letters. Says FSHS across the front of their jerseys with FS down the left leg of the shorts. Marco Chapman in the jump circle for Franklin-Simpson. Bowen Haney there for the Scotties. And Franklin's sizes that are listed on the roster are obviously incorrect. All of these kids were listed below 6 foot, but they are not. So, just ignore what I said about their sizes. Nick Sorrell with the basketball after Glasgow won the tap.
And they jumped in.
Jaden Franklin underneath the Kingery, and Robert going to get hammered on the shot.
Franklin-Simpson jumped into a press right off the bat. They let us have the tip and then ran right at us with a double team. So they're going to go press just about all over the court, it looks like.
Hardinger picked up his first, the team's first, and Kingery at the line trying to put the Scotties on the board. Just 12 seconds into the contest here. Free throw is no good. Robert, a 51% free throw shooter. Second toss-up for the senior. That one is no good either. And the rebound taken by Chapman for Franklin-Simpson.
Scotties are going to come in a little trap, too, like they did the other night. Half court.
Hardinger dribbles out of the corner. He'll give it up to Stutzman. Now back to Hardinger. Skip pass over on the left side to Miller. Miller for three, left corner, off the back of the iron, no good. And the ball knocked away out of bounds by Franklin-Simpson Stutzman, so it'll be Glasgow basketball.
They're going 2-2-1, full court press.
Nick Sorrell throws over the top of it to Haney in front court. Bowen gets an open three from the right wing. It's off the back of the iron, and the rebound grabbed by Hardinger for Franklin. Hardinger pushing it into the front court. Kicks it out straight away to Stutzman for three. That one's no good. Sorrell goes up, tried to come down with the rebound. He came down with it, but the problem was he came down on the baseline, so it'll be Franklin-Simpson basketball. Miller trying to inbound. Comes into Stutzman, three from the right corner, no good. And rebounded by Hardinger for Franklin-Simpson. He'll kick it out tonight. 1 minute gone here in the first quarter, neither team on the board.
Scotty's in 3-2 zone on the half court.
Hardinger with a baseline drive left side, lost the basketball, picked up by Landon Frazier for the Scotties. Landon across the timeline with it. Goes into the corner to Sorrell. Nick dribbles it up to the elbow. Back to Frazier. Off to Kingery across the lane. Robert drops it and is still loose and picked up by the Wildcats. Now Chapman will give to Miller, and we'll leave it off with Stutzman, who will set the offense. Knight comes out to get the basketball. Ugly start to this one offensively. Almost 2 minutes in, nobody has scored. Knight out top to Stutzman. Swing pass to Hardinger in the left corner. Now Knight backs it out. Stutzman floats it in the left corner to Hardinger. Back out front to Stutzman. Dribbles in. Here's Knight. Off to Miller in the corner. Now Stutzman for three, left side. That's short. And Frazier with the rebound for the Scotties.
Well, Franklin's like Glasgow. They're not great three-point shooters. I think they're about 29%.
Frazier started to dribble in. Now brings it back out and gives to Franklin. Jaden with a good bounce pass down inside to Sorrell. He'll lay it in. Boy, I don't know how Jaden threaded that needle right there, but he got it through somehow.
I don't either. There was a great pass, bounce pass with the left hand.
2-0 Glasgow. 5:20 to go in the opening quarter. Knight going to give it inside to Chapman. Goes up, missed the shot. Good defense there by Jaden Franklin to stand his ground. Jaden gets the rebound. Out to Sorrell. Nick racing down the floor with it. They head to Kingery, and Robert drops it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's twice Robert's mishandled a nice pass.
5:09 to go in the first quarter. 2-0 lead for the Scotties. Knight gets to the head to Chapman. Long to Hardinger along the baseline. His shot comes up short.
I think Jaden got a hand on that one. Yeah.
Now Sorrell being fouled by Hardinger. It's not called. Sorrell able to chase down the loose basketball. Nick works his way into the lane all the way.
Yeah, you know what this is going to be.
Charge. Oh, we're going to call a block. It'll be a blocking call on Franklin-Simpson. And Knight is called for his first, team second. Nick Sorrell at the free throw line for 2. Free throw's good. We all assumed it would be a charge because that was the official that's
always
pretty much known for calling charges in the region here, but he called a block. So Sorrell makes both free throws. 4-0 lead for the Scotties. 4:38 to go in the first quarter. Partners are with it in front court, off to Knight. Now Chapman, out to Stutzman, left side to Miller. 3 from the corner, no good. And Franklin had inside position, gets the rebound, saves the ball, inbounds to Sorrell. Nick off to Haney. Back to Sorrell. Nick gets by his defender, pulls up to the foul line, 15-footer, good. 6-0 Glasgow. 4:10 to go in the opening quarter. Partinger out top to Knight. Now Chapman at the right elbow. Had it stripped by Frazier, picks it back up, out to Knight for 3. It's good. Franklin has shot almost nothing but threes in this first half, and they finally get one to drop. 6 of the 8 shots they've attempted have been beyond the arc. 6-3 lead for Glasgow. 3:49 to go in the first period.
Franklin matches up man-to-man when they get in the half court.
Haney with it out top, guarded by Chapman. Frazier, left side to Sorrell. Nick slides out to the top of the key. 3 in the air, no good. And the rebound to Knight for the Wildcats. Stutzman brings it into the front court. Back off to Knight. Here's Chapman in the lane. Behind the back bounce pass to Partinger, and he'll put it in.
Wow. He made a good shot there, back up over the head with the left hand.
Glasgow's lead down to 1 at 6-5. Kingery with it on the outside. We'll give it up to Sorrell. Nick calls out the play as he dribbles off to the right side. It's a screen from Franklin. Didn't use it really. Now gives to Frazier. Landon looking inside at Franklin. Gets it in there to him. Jaden dribbles around the defender. Puts it up. Missed it.
Oh.
Knight with a rebound.
Down and out.
Stutzman out to Miller. Wide open 3. Good. An 8-0 run for Franklin-Simpson. And they have an 8-6 lead with 2:36 to go in the first quarter. Sorrell dribbling out with it near midcourt. Franklin sets the screen as he dribbles off the right side. Now to Frazier, back to Sorrell, up top to Kingery. Chest pass over here to Haney on the left wing. Bowen has it knocked loose, picks it back up. Bowen into the lane, try to dump it inside to Franklin. It gets deflected. Kingery chases down a loose basketball for the Scotties. And now they knock the ball away from Kingery out of bounds. It'll stay with the Scotties. Tucker Kirkpatrick and Owen Riddle in for Glasgow. Tucker, a 6'1 senior, averaging 3 points. Owen, a 5'9 senior, averaging 1 point. Kingery and Frazier come out. Logan LeCouture and Jalen Briscoe in for Franklin-Simpson. LeCouture, a 6'8 senior, averaging 2 points. Briscoe, a 5'9 sophomore, averaging 2.
Who hit the last 3 for Franklin?
That was Stutzman, I believe, Larry, wasn't it? Was it Miller? Okay.
Yeah, it was Miller, that's right.
Here's Franklin, and he'll hit the jumper just inside the left elbow. That'll tie the game at 8. First points of the night for Jaden. Coming right off the bench, Jalen Briscoe buries a 3 for Franklin. So they couldn't hit a 3 early, and now they've made 3 in a row, I believe. Here's Haney with it on the left side. Now Sorrell, 3 left of the circle. That's good. Threes are falling in from everywhere now. That's the first 3 of the night for the Scotties. We're tied at 11 with 1:20 to go in the first quarter. Stutzman with it in front court. Try to bounce along the baseline there to Briscoe, and the ball is kicked. It'll stay with the Wildcats. Miller inbounds to Knight. A 3 is an air ball from the right corner, and it's out of bounds off the Wildcats. Sorrell brings it into the front court for the Scotties. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Knotted up at 11 here. Tucker Kirkpatrick out top to Sorrell. Nick going to try another three from the same spot. This one no good. Rebounded by Briscoe for Franklin. Knight with it out on the right side. We'll bring it up high and give to Stutzman. Stutzman will float it over to Knight. Down to 34 seconds. Franklin wanting to hold for the final shot, it appears. Owen Haney has to put a little pressure on the basketball. Makes Knight give it up to Stutzman. Back to Knight. Down to 20 seconds now. Here's Stutzman. Left side to Briscoe. Now Knight has it with 10 seconds out top. Back to Stutzman. To Briscoe. Fakes a three in the corner. Back to Stutzman. A three with 2 seconds on the clock. It's good. Franklin-Simpson hits 4 threes in the first quarter. And they lead Glasgow 14-11 after one. We're back after this on WCLU Sports. Franklin-Simpson 14, Glasgow 11 as we begin the second quarter here in boys action. Bruce has the first quarter stat.
1 turnover for the Wildcats, 5 of 13 for 38%, 4 of 10 shooting a three for 40%. They took 10 threes, 6 rebounds, 1 offensive board, didn't go to the line. Scottie's had 2 turnovers, 4 of 8 for 50%, 1 of 4 shooting a three, 25%, 2 of 4 at the line, 4 rebounds, all on the defensive end.
That's with it for Franklin-Simpson. He will give it up top to DeMarcus Hogan, who's checked in for Franklin to start this second quarter. A three for Briscoe in the left corner, no good. Rebounded by Chapman and put back in. (16-11) Wildcats. Owen Riddle going to lob it up, trying to go to Haney. It's knocked down and stolen by Briscoe. Ahead to Stutzman. He'll bounce it across the lane, and missing the layup there is Hogan, and the rebound out to Bowen Haney. Glasgow down by 5. Here's Kingery at the right elbow after Tucker Kirkpatrick. Tucker puts it up from 17 feet, no good. And rebounded by Hogan for the Wildcats. Here comes Stutzman with it. Gives to Hogan. Stutzman gets it back. Now Briscoe in the left corner. To Stutzman straight away. Another three in the air, and that one a brick. Rebounded by Owen Riddle for the Scotties.
He hit 1 minute ago with 2 people all over him.
Bowen Haney with a pull-up jumper along the right baseline. It's good. And a timeout for the Scotties as Glasgow trailing Franklin-Simpson 16-13, 6:32 to go in the first half. Back after this on WCLD Sports. 16-13 lead for Franklin-Simpson here on senior night at Glasgow High School. 6:32 to go in the second quarter in this boys contest. Lady Scotties won easily over Franklin tonight, 56-18. Glasgow's girls finishing the regular season at 21-7. Franklin basketball. Stutzman dribbles it across. Or it's actually Miller, dribbles it across and gets to Chapman in the lane. His shot rejected down in there. Bowen Haney got a piece of it. Now a three from the right corner. No good here for Hogan. Rebounded by Partinger. He'll go back up with it and got it.
Yeah, the Scotties went man-to-man that time down the floor. Got out of there 3-2.
Fourth offensive rebound tonight for Franklin-Simpson. They're winning the battle of the boards so far. Haney with it, right corner. Bowen dribbles up off the screen from Kingery. Pull-up jumper, no good. And the rebound taken by Miller for Franklin-Simpson.
We're not getting many rebounds on either end.
Chapman with it inside. Out top to Hogan. They leave him wide open for a three. He'll try it, and he buried it. 5 threes for Franklin-Simpson, a team that shoots 29% from three-point range. It's 21-13, Franklin-Simpson. Haney with it out straight away. Left side to Riddle. Comes up to the top of the key. Now to Sorrell. Nick gets a screen from Kingery. Comes to the top of the key. They knock the basketball away from him, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Bowen Haney.
Yeah. He slapped it back, went off of Bowen's leg.
Landon Frazier into the ball game for the Scotties. He's going to replace Haney. 5:12 to go in the half. 21-13 Wildcats. Miller up Up top to Partinger. Back to Miller. Now Briscoe bounces inside to Chapman. He'll put it up, no good. And the rebound to Jaden Franklin for the Scotties. Here's Sorrell going to the bucket. Kicks it out to Kirkpatrick for three. No good. Franklin trying to get the offensive rebound. Cannot. It's taken by Partinger for the Wildcats.
These Franklin-Simpson kids can jump.
Here's a baseline drive by Briscoe. Kicks it out to Hogan. Another wide open three and another good made three. 6-3 in the first half for Franklin-Simpson. And it's 24-13 Wildcats with 4:37 to go in the first half. Back after this on WCLU Sports. Franklin-Simpson has buried 6 threes in the first half. And they have an 11-point lead over Glasgow at 24-13 with 4:37 to go. What's the rebounding battle, Bruce? Franklin out rebounding the Scotties 11-7, and now a foul will be called on Tedrick Partinger, 25 feet away from the basket here as he tried to get a steal. Fouled Nick Sorrell. The second on Partinger, the team's third. Make it a 12-7 rebounding advantage for Franklin, says Bruce. Dawson Knight back into the game for the Wildcats.
Just about every team we play, they try to be rough up Nick Sorrell as best that they can.
Sorrell goes left side of the lane, gets it off the glass and in. Now the Scotties come with full court pressure. Miller throws over the top of it to Knight. Gets it back out to Miller. Now Hogan. Hogan is a 20% three-point shooter, and now he throws it away. Sorrell going to the basket. He'll put it up. Good. Boy, a lot of contact that was let go right there.
How in the world they not call that?
Stutzman going to drive. Now kicks it back out tonight. What I started to say a minute ago about Hogan. Well, let's tell you, here's a three by Stutzman, and that's good. I was going to say Hogan is a 20% three-point shooter on the year. He's already made 3. Stutzman is a 34% three-point shooter, so he's a pretty good shooter. He's at 2 threes here in the first half. Franklin off to Kirkpatrick. Inside to Franklin. Jaden had it stripped. Franklin able to pick it back up. Had it stripped again. Taken away this time by Chapman. And now a foul going to be called on Jaden Franklin as he shoves, not intentionally shoves, but he and Knight made contact there. And Knight goes down to the ground. It'll be the first on Jaden Franklin, the first team foul called on the Scotties here in the ball game.
Well, sure, a lot of contact with Jaden underneath when he had the ball underneath.
27-17 Franklin-Simpson. 3:12 to go in the half. Knight for 3 in the corner. No good. You just expect them all to go in at this point when Franklin shoots.
They're pulling the trigger every time on a 3.
Kingery got the rebound. Here's Sorrell with a quick jumper in the front court. No good. I can see Glasgow run a little offense right there. Stutzman comes across midcourt with it. Gives to Miller in the corner. He'll bring it out. 10-point Franklin-Simpson lead. Stutzman off tonight. Here's Miller out to Hogan. Open 3 in the corner. No good with this one. And Stutzman was all over the back of Jaden Franklin. No foul call, but the ball does go out of bounds off of Stutzman.
2 officials standing right there. 1 below, 1 on the side.
Jalen Briscoe checks back in for the Wildcats. Officials have pretty much decided just not to call much in this one. Only 4 fouls called total between the two teams with 2:32 to go in the first half. Let's go down by 10. Sorrell going to give it up top to Kirkpatrick. Tucker back to Sorrell. Inside to Franklin. Jaden drops it, picks it back up, but a foul will be called. And that foul will be called on Tedrick Partinger, and that's his 3rd. Oh, it's Knight. I'm sorry. They get 1-2 instead of 1. So it's the 2nd on Dawson Knight. Franklin missed the first shot off the inbounds, missed the second one after he got the offensive rebound. And Briscoe with a rebound for Franklin-Simpson.
Well, that's 2 point-blank range shots there.
Here's Briscoe for 3 straight away. It's no good. And it'll go out of bounds. Back to the Scotties with 2:01 to go in the first half.
Maybe Franklin will just shoot themselves out of it, shoot 3s all the time and start missing a few. But Glasgow's got to score on the other end. That's the problem right now. 1:56
to go in the first half. Glasgow down 27-17. And Frazier with it. As Franklin has gone zone here. It's just a 1-3-1, it looks like. Kirkpatrick with it into Franklin, and the pass a little bit wide. Jaden tried to catch it with one hand, could not. Stolen away by Franklin. Here goes Miller down the other end, and he had it stripped out of bounds off of Landon Frazier.
Yeah, good play by Landon. Get in there and knock that ball away. He had a layup.
Bowen Haney in for Glasgow, replacing Kirkpatrick. Miller to inbound. Gets it out top to Briscoe. Now Stutzman will come to get the basketball. 1:34 to go in the half. Glasgow down 27-17. Hogan. Right corner to Briscoe. Bounces inside to Chapman. Waits for two defenders to go by and then misses a layup. Rebounded by Jaden Franklin. Here's Kingery in the front court. Makes a good catch on the run off the pass from Nick Sorrell. Give the assist to Nick. Robert lays it in. Timeout Franklin-Simpson. Scottie's back to within eight, trailing 27-19 with 1:10 to go in the half. Back after this on WCLU Sports. 1:10 to go in the first half here at Scottie Gym. Franklin-Simpson on top of Glasgow 27-19. If you're just joining us, Franklin has knocked down 7 threes here in the first half. Chapman with it for the Wildcats, just outside the right elbow, going to dribble in. Had it knocked loose, and Landon Frazier ties him up. And it'll be Glasgow basketball on the possession arrow.
Yeah, good move, Landon. Two good defensive moves by Landon here lately.
How many turnovers for Franklin, Bruce? What'd you say? Third turnover for the Wildcats. Scotties have turned it over 6 times here in the first half. 47 seconds to go in the half. Franklin stays in the 1-3-1 zone here. Frazier with it on the wing. Left side to Sorrell. Nick for 3. No good. Way off. Rebounded by Franklin, though. He'll give it up to Haney. Bowen will put it up. He put it up too strong. Franklin will finally put it back in for the Scotties.
Finally got on the boards a little bit.
Let's go down by 6 now with 23 seconds to go in the half. Franklin, you would think, would take the final shot. Stutzman. Working against Frazier. Scottie coaching staff begging for a 5-second count, and they finally get it.
Really good good defensive plays in a row.
So 9.3 seconds to go in the half for the Scotties to work with here, down by 6. Tucker Kirkpatrick comes in for the Scotties, replacing Kingery. Haney will inbound it to Sorrell. Down to 5 seconds, and Sorrell throws it away. A steal. Stutzman going ahead to Briscoe. He'll put it off, and putting it up and in is Hogan. A terrible finish to the first half for Glasgow right there. I'm not sure if Nick thought Bowen was going to change positions or what happened, but Nick threw it right to a Franklin-Simpson defender, and Franklin gets an easy layup to end the first half. Not a good half for the Scotties on senior night. They trail Franklin-Simpson 29-21. We'll come back to look at the first half stats brought to you by the accounting firm of Campbell, Myers, and Rutledge. We're back after this on WCLU Sports. Welcome back to the ice box known as Scottie Gym. It is freezing in here.
It is cold. Yeah.
As we get ready to start the third quarter play, 29-21. Franklin-Simpson leading Glasgow. Franklin will have the basketball. This is Chapman with it out top for the Wildcats. Working inside on Franklin. Boy, travel right there, and there's the call. Steve Spencer jumps up off the Franklin bench. I'm not sure what he's asking for right there. It's clearly a travel. I don't know if he thought Chapman got fouled or what. He's complaining. He's saying that Jaden fouled him. Boy,
I didn't see a foul.
I didn't either. Sorrell angles off to the left side. Comes to the top of the key. Now to Frazier. Here's Franklin with it down inside. He'll put it up from 12 feet. Good.
Nice. That's a little soft jump shot right there, about 8 feet in front of the basket.
6 points for Jaden. Scotty's down 29-23. Just underway here in the third quarter. Miller going to feed it off to Knight. Both teams, by the way, have gone back to the original 5 starters.
Yeah, Glasgow's man-to-man, too. They started out zone in the first quarter, but now they're man.
Knight with it on the right wing. Off to Stutzman. Stutzman working his way inside on Frazier. Gets to the basket, put it up, and in.
Boy, I thought it was going to come off the front of the rim. It caught the edge and fell over. Back to an 8-point Franklin advantage. Here's Jaden Franklin with it for the Scotties. Out top to Haney. It's a quick 3 for Bowen. Good. Nice. We need a few of those.
5 points now for Bowen. 31-26. Stutzman into the lane. The shot no good. Kingery with the Glasgow rebound. Gets it out to Sorrell. Nick going to the basket. Scoop shot. Got it. 15 now for Nick. Glasgow down by just 3. 6.5 to go in the third quarter. Chapman at the right elbow. Faces up on the basket. Misses a 17-footer. And the Scotties can't get the rebound. Bowen Haney had it and dropped it, and then Nick Sorrell tried to save it in bounds and could not. Chapman to inbound it for the Wildcats from the baseline. Comes into Stutzman, and he throws it away. A steal for Sorrell. Nick going to the basket, and he had it stripped away out of bounds. It'll be Glasgow basketball.
Yeah, one thing these Franklin players are, they're quick. They get down the floor, they got, and they jump real well, too.
31-28, Franklin-Simpson. 6:11 to go in the third quarter. Frazier trying to inbound it from the baseline. Comes into Franklin. Jaden sends it out to Haney.
Oh, give it back to him.
Now Frazier with it, left side.
Jaden cut back across the middle, was wide open.
Here's Sorrell to Frazier, inside to Franklin. Jaden going up against Miller, got it.
Good look in by Landon Frazier that time.
Jaden got able to post it deep that time. Got a good look at it. Scotty's down by just 1 now. A 9-2 start to this half for Glasgow, and a foul called on the Scotties. Owen Haney going to pick up his first, team second. The foul will send Tedrick Partinger to the line, a 59% free throw shooter. First free throws tonight coming here for the Wildcats, and the first one is good for Partinger.
Yeah, they shoot about 62%, so they're not terrible shooters.
Second one no good. Franklin goes up and gets the Glasgow rebound. His 9th board already. Scotty's down by 2. Frazier gives to Franklin. Just inside the right elbow. Going to put it on the floor one time. Goes up for a 5-footer. Can't get it to drop.
Yeah, just a little hard off the heel.
Chapman got the Franklin rebound. Now Stutzman going to the basket. Euro step. Missed the layup. Rebound by Haney for the Scotties. Going across the timeline with it. Off to Frazier. Sorrell, open 3 in the corner. Good.
Good look. Good pickup.
Scotties go back on top, 33-32. Glasgow has come out playing well here to begin this second half. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. A 3 no good for Chapman. Rebounded by Miller, I'm sorry. Miller going to go back up with a jump hook. No good. Ball tapped around, and Frazier ends up with it for the Scotties. Now Sorrell. Nick going to the basket, puts it up. No good, and a charging foul coming here without question. It'll be the first on him. Team's first.
He tried to stop and shoot the little jump shot right there off the side about 5 feet out, but his momentum took him right on into the defensive player.
Just took one step too many, probably.
Yeah, probably should have stopped up, banked it off the board about a step sooner.
4:40 to go in the third quarter, 33-32 Scotties. Stutzman, give it off. Start court to Miller, now out to Chapman. Here comes Stutzman to get it back. Now Miller, 3 in the left corner, no good. Haney gets the rebound, and a foul will be called here, I believe, it'll be called on Tedrick Partinger. Partinger gets his 3rd, team's first.
Franklin's coach is complaining that one referee's calling everything for us.
Do you believe that?
No.
4:20 to go in the third quarter, 33-32 Glasgow. Here's Franklin, out to Frazier. Inside to Franklin, and Jaden is fouled as he makes the catch. And that will go on DeMarco Chapman, his first, team second. Sorrell will inbound beneath the Glasgow basket. Comes into Franklin in the corner. Out to Frazier. Now Sorrell. Nick gonna drive. Off-balance shot is no good. Kingery tips the rebound around and ends up at the hands of Jaden Franklin, who lays it in. Kingery kept it alive, tipped it into the hands of Sorrell, and then Nick kind of tipped it over to Franklin. Glasgow back up by 3. A good spin move by Miller on his way to the basket, but he can't finish the shot. And a jump ball on the rebound. It'll go to the Scotties.
Yeah, Landon Frazier waited in there again. Another good defensive play.
Landon has defended well tonight.
Yeah, he's played well. He's had a couple of assists, too. They're really good, finding some people.
Hogan and Briscoe return to the Franklin-Simpson lineup with 3:38 to go in the third quarter. Glasgow up 35-32. Scotties have outscored Franklin 14-3 to start this third quarter.
Franklin Jones zoned here.
Kingery with it. Back to Frazier out front. The 2-3 zone in it, Larry. Like.
Yes, 2-3.
Sorrell going to try a 3 in the left corner. It's short, and a whistle and a foul called on Franklin-Simpson. And that will go on Jalen Briscoe, his first, team's third. Frazier will inbound it. Landon gets it into Haney. Quick 3 in the air for Bowen. No good. Rebound taken by Miller. Going all the way to the basket. He'll lay it up. No good. Put back up by Stutzman. Good and 1.
Nobody trailed the play.
And Bowen Haney picks up his second. Team foul number 2. They got Jaden Franklin, I guess. Did they get Jaden or did they get Bowen right there? I thought he said 1. Maybe he said 1-0. They've got Jaden on the board. Stutzman at the line, and the free throw no good. Jaden Franklin with a rebound for the Scotties. Here's Sorrell. Jumper at the foul line, no good. And the rebound taken by Stutzman for Franklin-Simpson. Hogan with a baseline jumper along the left side, no good. Sorrell with a rebound for the Scotties. Front court to Frazier. Now Haney inside to Franklin. Turnaround shot from 8 feet. Too strong for Jaden, but the rebound by Sorrell. Nick goes back up in traffic. Can't get it to go. And then they're going to say Nick fouled, I believe. Oh, they're going to get Franklin on the foul on the rebound attempt. It'll be his second, team's third. Team's fourth, excuse me.
Chris Brown's got 3 for him.
And Sam Bowling coming in for the Scotties.
They've got 3.
Yeah, they do change it. It's Jaden's third, so they did get Jaden a moment ago instead of Bowen. So Bowen still just has the 1 foul. Franklin now with 3 fouls. And he comes out. He'll be replaced by Sam Bowling. I think this is the first time we've seen Sam tonight, isn't it, Larry?
It is. This is the first time he's been in.
6'2 sophomore, averages 6 points a game. And Miller going to the bucket, and he will be fouled. Bowling picks up his first, team's 5th. 35-34 Glasgow, 2:22 to go in the third quarter. Inbounds pass comes to Miller, and Bowling fell down as Miller caught the pass and left him an easy layup. 36-35. Franklin back on top. Kirkpatrick with it. Now Frazier takes 1 dribble to Kirkpatrick. 3 for Tucker from the wing is no good. Haney tried to dunk it back home, could not. And rebounded by LeCouture for the Wildcats. Here's Briscoe. He is wide open for 3 in the corner, and he got it. Nobody anywhere near Briscoe. And he buries his second 3. Franklin back up by 4 at 39-35. Now Sorrell going to the basket. He'll have it stripped as he went up for the shot out of bounds. Here's Sorrell. Now Kirkpatrick with it. Frazier. Back to Kirkpatrick. Frazier again on the left side. Takes 1 dribble. Back out to Kirkpatrick. Deep 3 for Tucker. Good. Long way out for Tucker Kirkpatrick that time. He gets his first three of the night. It's 39-38.
Yeah, give him time and a little room, and he can knock it in.
Franklin by one as we hit the 1 minute mark here in the third quarter. Miller working on Bowling, gets inside, and I think Sam fouled him before he got up for the shot.
Yeah, they just let Miller go one-on-one against Sam.
It'll be the second on Bowling, team 6. Chapman takes the inbounds pass for Franklin, and he's fouled going up for the shot. That'll be the second on Nick Sorrell, team 7.
Yeah, the Franklin-Simpson inbound plays, they just stand there and they just throw it up and they try to out-jump somebody and get to the rim.
Marco Chapman at the line for the first time tonight, 61% foul shooter, hits the first. He has 6 points. Second free throw, also good. 41-38 Wildcats, 56 seconds to go in the third quarter. Sorrell out to Kirkpatrick. Tucker will give it back to Frazier. Landon left wide open for three, does not take it. Thought about it for a minute. Gives it back to Kirkpatrick. Tucker will launch one from top of the key. It's too strong. And the rebound to Haney for the Scotties. Bowen gets to Sorrell in the lane. 12-footer, good.
Good look by Bowen Haney. Find him right in the middle. All right, play defense one time.
Nick now with 20 on the night. 19 seconds to play. Glasgow down by 1. 41-40 here in the third period. Briscoe with it out top. And a whistle away from the basketball. And this one is going to be the third on Sam Bowling. Team's 8. Owen Riddle will check in to replace Sam. Sam picked up 3 quick ones here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Sam just can't. He's just a little slower than the Franklin player that he's trying to guard.
So at the line, DeMarcus Hogan for the Wildcats, one in the bonus, and he rolls the first one in. The Wildcats a 2-point advantage. Second shot, also good. 43-40, 12 seconds to go in the quarter. Miller back into the ball game for Franklin.
Yeah, pressure all over the court. We've got enough time to get a good shot.
Frazier inbounds to Haney. Bowen across the timeline with it. Off Kirkpatrick. Down to 7 seconds. Tucker working on Knight. Loses the dribble on it. Picked up by Sorrell. Nick will fire for desperation three at the buzzer. Good! Boy, it hit the back of the iron and died and fell through. Wow. And James Willett thought Nick was fouled on the shot, but he didn't get that call. But it does tie the game at 43 as we go to the final quarter. We're back after this on WCLU Sports. Tied at 43 as we go to the final 8 minutes of this regular season finale for both Franklin-Simpson and the Scotties. And it'll be Franklin basketball. Well, begin the final period.
Their records are pretty even, and stats are pretty even, and now the ball game's all even.
Tywan Stutzman brings it across and gives to Knight. Here's Miller in the lane, and his pass over to Chapman, knocked loose and stolen by Jaden Franklin. Now Sorrell in front court off Kirkpatrick. Now Haney with it. Bowen looking inside. Instead gives to Sorrell over to Kirkpatrick. A three right corner. Yeah. Good for Tucker.
Oh, yeah.
Glasgow back up by 3. 46-43. Glasgow's largest lead has been 6. That was very early in the ballgame at 6-0. Stutson working on Riddle. Spins, puts up a tough shot. No good, and a foul called on Nick Sorrell. Nick came off the weak side to help defensively, and one of the officials said he caught him across the arm. It'll be the third on Nick, the team's night. So Stutzman at the line, 67% shooter. He's 0 for 2 tonight, now 0 for 3. Excuse me, he's 0 for 2 now as he misses that one. James Willett asking the official who made that call. Can we get that? Second free throw good. 46-44 Glasgow. 7:15 to go. Sorrell walks it across and gives to Kirkpatrick. Back to Sorrell. Now Franklin with his back to the basket. Kicks it out on the right side to Kirkpatrick. Now Riddle with it left wing. Along the baseline to Haney. Back to Riddle. And Owens pass knocked down and stolen. Chapman going the other direction with it, and he'll lay it in. It's Partinger, not Chapman. I'm sorry, Bruce. Partinger with a bucket there. 7 points for Partinger. Now Sorrell drives right past the defender, gets to the rack, and lays it in.
Nice move. Switch stands in midair.
And Partinger loses the handle on the basketball underneath the Franklin basket. It's picked up by Sorrell, and a blocking foul going to be called here on Knight in the backcourt. It will be the third on Dawson Knight, the team's fourth. Lennon Frazier checks in for the Scotties. Lennon replaces Owen Riddle. Scotties by 2, 48-46, 6:26 to go in the game. Franklin with it down inside, out to Kirkpatrick, now to Frazier. Here's Kirkpatrick. Tucker has already hit a couple of threes here in the second half. Off to Haney. Bowen's going to try a three from the left wing. It's no good. Frazier with the offensive rebound for the Scotties. He'll dribble it back out. Good job by Lennon to crash the boards. Now Sorrell in the lane. 12-footer, no good. In and out.
Boy,
Chapman with a rebound for Franklin.
That one rattled him. I thought it was going in.
Stutzman with it. Picked up by Frazier in front court. Here's Knight. Bobs it in the post to Miller and tipped away by Haney. Miller able to come back up with it and save it in bounds to Stutzman out top. Stutzman working inside. Off to Partinger in the corner. There's a drive by Chapman as he got it. It was falling out of bounds, threw it off of Nick Sorrell. It stayed in bounds. Knight came up with it for Franklin, and now a traveling violation called on Partinger.
I didn't really see that one, but we're going to take it.
5:22 to go. Glasgow up 48-46. Frazier setting it up here for the Scotties. Lennon gets it inside to Franklin. Jaden spins right into a defender, and he's tied up, they say. Possession arrow points Glasgow's way.
Yeah, they're looking at triple teams when they get Jaden. He's getting it right in the middle. They're letting him have it, but they're collapsing everybody on him.
Frazier to inbound it. Comes into Kirkpatrick. Tucker sends it out to Haney. Bowen drives, had it stripped, picks it back up. Bowen's going to go up and got it and won.
Yeah.
And the foul on DeMarco Chapman, his second, team's fifth. Bowen shooting 73% on the year from the stripe. There for the first time tonight. He has 7 points. Free throw is good. Gives the Scotties a little bit of breathing room, but 51-46 with 4:57 to go. Briscoe into the game for the Wildcats. Stutzman going to work inside on Frazier. Goes to the basket, and a foul called on the floor before the shot. Frazier gets his first and the team's 10th. It'll be 2 free throws here for Stutzman as Glasgow has put Franklin in the double bonus. First, no good.
I'm glad he can't hit a free throw tonight.
1 of 4 from the line. Normally a 67% shooter.
He'll probably make this one.
Tedrick Partinger. Yeah, now that you said it. Yeah. Tedrick Partinger back in the game for Franklin. Briscoe goes out. Free throw good, just as we predicted.
As we said.
51-47. Glasgow by 4 with 4:44 to go. And here's a deflection and a steal out of the full court pressure by Franklin. Stutzman off tonight. Now Chapman puts it on the floor, drives on Sorrell, and a foul called. And they get Nick Sorrell for his 4th. That happens with 4:28 to go in the ball game. DeMarco Chapman at the free throw line. Free throw is good. Chapman hit the second one as well, and we'll see Jackson Poland for the first time tonight for the Scotties. He'll check in for Nick Sorrell, going to try to give Nick a little bit of time on the bench with the 4 fouls. Poland takes the inbounds, gets to Kirkpatrick. Tucker ahead to Haney in front court. Bowen going to go baseline, puts it up, and got it. Is it going to be a blocking foul? Nope, it'll be a charge. And James Willett is beside himself. So Bowen Haney picks up his second. Scottie fans, nor the Scottie coaching staff, much of a fan of that call.
No, that wasn't a good call.
51-49, Franklin-Simpson with 4:13 to go. 51-49 Glasgow, I'm sorry, with 4:06 to go now. Knight spins in the lane, and he ties the game at 51. All, 3:55 to go. Frazier, Kirkpatrick to Frazier. Landon, get out to Poland. Back to Frazier. Now Kirkpatrick again on the right wing with it. Dribbles it out near midcourt. Gets to Poland. Now Haney gets back to Poland. Now Franklin at the foul line. Off to Frazier. Landon gets it back out to Kirkpatrick. He'll float it over to Poland on the left side. They come to trap him. Gives the pass up to Kirkpatrick. Now Frazier out top to Poland. Jackson going to drive inside. Nice look underneath to Franklin, who lays it in. Nice assist there for the sophomore Jackson Poland. And the bucket by Franklin puts the Scotties back on top. And that should be a charge there, and it will be, as they call Chapman for running over the top of Jaden Franklin. Chapman gets his 3rd, team 6th. Nick Sorrell with the 4 fouls will check back into the Glasgow lineup with 3:07 to play. Glasgow up 53-51. He'll get Landon Frazier. Poland inbounds to Franklin. To Nick Sorrell. He'll come across midcourt with it. Gives to Poland. Jackson trapped here on the sideline, and Coach Willett calling for a timeout, and he'll get it with 2:58 to go. Glasgow up 53-51. Back after this on WCLU Sports. 2:58 to go in the game here at Scottie Gym on senior night. Glasgow leading Franklin-Simpson 53-51. Scottie basketball. Jackson Poland to put it in play right in front of our broadcast position here. Comes into Franklin. Back to Poland. Now Kirkpatrick in the corner. They go to trap him, and he throws it to Poland through his hand. Stolen away by Chapman. He'll go to the bucket and lay it in. 53 all. Sorrell will be fouled by Miller as he tried to come across midcourt with it. Be the first on Andre Miller, team 7th, so 1 in the bonus for Nick Sorrell. Nick on the year 74% shooter. He's 2 for 2 tonight. He has 22 points. We'll see Briscoe return to the lineup for Franklin-Simpson. He replaces Partinger. Sorrell's free throw, no good. On the rebound to Miller for Franklin-Simpson. 2:35 to go. We're tied at 53. Knight will give it up to Chapman out here on the left wing. Wants to drive on Franklin. Gets inside and he travels. Got the ball caught in his hip that time.
Yep, he did.
Hardinger back in for the Wildcats. He'll get Briscoe. Frazier back in for the Scotties to get Poland. Frazier inbounds to Franklin against the full court pressure by the Wildcats. Gives it back to Frazier. Landon trying to avoid a trap. Had it stripped by Partinger. Partinger going to the basket. He'll lay it up. Missed it. Franklin with a rebound for the Scotties. Gets it out to Sorrell. Glasgow has numbers. Nick off to Haney. He'll put up and in and one. The Franklin foul going on DeMarco Chapman, his fourth. Team's 8. Jackson Poland back in for the Scotties. He'll replace Frazier. Bowen Haney going to the line to try to complete the three-point play. He's made his only free throw attempt of the night. It's up. It's good. 56-53 Scotties with 2:12 to go. It's 11 points now for Bowen tonight. Stutzman comes across and gives to Briscoe. Out front to Chapman between the circles. Now to Knight. Knight dribbling around. We'll give to Briscoe. Left side to Chapman they go. Working it on Franklin. Spins baseline. Puts it up. Blocked by Franklin. And the loose ball picked up by Kirkpatrick for the Scotties. Tucker needs some help. Gives to Riddle. Owen Riddle will give it up to Poland. And a timeout taken by the Scotties with 1:49 to go. James Willett wants to get another ball handler, a couple of ball handlers back in the game. He'll get Frazier and Sorrell both back in. It's a full timeout with 56-53 lead for the Scotties. There's 1:40 to go. Back after this on WCLU Sports. Senior night, Glasgow with a 56-53 lead over Franklin-Simpson with 1:40 to go in this contest. Glasgow will have the basketball. They'll put it in play from about a quarter of the way up in the backcourt. Frazier will be the inbounder from the sideline. Landon now trying to put it in. Comes into Haney. Bowen will give it back to Frazier. Frazier trying to avoid a trap. Gives to Sorrell. Nick has it across midcourt. And Nick slips down. And a tie-up here. Knight tied Nick up. And the possession 0 points Franklin's way.
Nick just slipped down there for some reason. I don't know whether he's hit a slick spot or just shoes.
Poland into the ball game for the Scotties. He'll replace Sorrell. Nick has the 4 fouls, so being very careful with him.
Yeah, taking him out on defense.
Stutzman with it for the Wildcats. Franklin down by 3 with 1:29 to go. Stutzman left side to Miller. Back out to Stutzman. Now Knight with it on the right wing. Long 3 for the tie. Good. And a timeout, Franklin-Simpson with 1:14 to go. We're tied at 56. Back after this on WCLU Sports. Larry Alexander, Bruce Tribune back here with you at Scottie Gym. 56-all between Glasgow and Franklin-Simpson. There is how much time left, Bruce? 1:14 to go in the ball game. They're counting down the timeout. They count the timeouts down here at Glasgow on the scoreboard, so have to double check with what Bruce wrote down as far as when the timeout was called. So 1:14 to go, tied at 56. Scottie basketball. Landon Frazier to inbound against full court pressure by the Wildcats. Comes into Jaden Franklin. Jaden takes one dribble and gives to Sorrell. Now Franklin backs out of the pressure, and they'll let Nick bring it across. Does Glasgow try to hold for the final shot here? Oh, dangerous pass by Frazier, stolen by Knight. No one goes. He'll go to the basket, give it off to Stutzman, and he'll lay it in. .52 seconds to go. Glasgow down by 2. Sorrell going to the basket. He'll put up a floater. It's no good. Rebound, tossed around and taken by Franklin. Jaden goes up. Got it! One! that foul going on Dawson Knight, his fourth, team's ninth. So Jaden has tied the game at 58. He'll go to the line to try to break the tie with 41 seconds to go. Poland back into the Glasgow lineup, replacing Kirkpatrick. Briscoe in for Franklin, replacing Partinger. Jaden is a 74% shooter at the line. He's not attempted one tonight. Needs this one to break the tie. Up and no good. And the rebound to Chapman for Franklin-Simpson. Now the Wildcats have an opportunity to take the final shot if they want to. With 32 seconds to go, we're tied at 58, but first we'll have a timeout taken by Franklin. Back after this on WCLU Sports. 58 all here between Glasgow and Franklin-Simpson with 31 seconds to go. Larry, obviously if you're Franklin, you're looking for the final shot.
Oh,
right
no
here,
doubt about it. 31.5. If you can hold it that long, Glasgow's going to try to get a steal, but
Chapman will be the inbounder. Comes into Stutzman.
He may be the one you want to foul if you foul anybody.
Chapman, they come to trap him, dribbles away from it, off to Knight. And the 20 seconds. Now Miller with it. Miller trap, bounces it off to Knight. Down to 10 seconds. Miller gets it back. Here's Chapman. Chapman going inside, off to Miller for three. Blocked by Haney. And Nick Sorrell got the rebound, and he's fouled with 0.5 of a second to go. This is going to be free throws for Nick down here on the Glasgow end.
Number 4, blue.
Foul on Kaywan Stotzman, his first, team's 10th. So that means it's double bonus time for Glasgow, and Nick Sorrell with 0.5 of a second just needs one to break the tie. Coach Spencer for the Wildcats trying to make sure that Nick is who's supposed to be at the line, and I believe it is.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Nick is the one that went in and got
No, they're going to put somebody else at the line. They're going to take Nick off the line and put Landon Frazier at the line. That's not right.
No, that's not right.
Nick is the one who was fouled. Now the officials are going to talk about it some more. Nick Sorrell is the one who's supposed to be at the free throw line, folks. Franklin-Simpson coach D. Spencer was questioning it.
Well, they're going to put Landon.
They're going to put Landon at the line. I don't think this is right, but doesn't matter. If Landon knocks one in, it should be ball game right here.
Right. Make 2 on him.
Landon a 65% foul shooter.
I don't think Landon was even in the play.
Free throw is good.
Yes. Right away.
And a timeout taken by Glasgow. Scottie's up 59-58. With 0.5 of a second to go. We'll take it as well. Back up to this on WCLU Sports. Back here at Glasgow High School, 59-58. Glasgow now with a 1-point lead with just 0.5 of a second to go. Landon Frazier has already made one free throw to break the tie. Second one he'll miss intentionally, and they try to get a timeout.
They're going to put some time back on him.
Going to put 0.3 of a second on the clock. Landon missed the free throw intentionally because Scotties didn't think that Franklin would be granted a timeout, I'm sure, with 0.5 of a second to go. And they have granted Franklin the timeout. It's a full timeout. Not a lot Franklin could do other than just throw it up, and you don't have time to come down with the catch and go back up with a shot. You just kind of have to try to throw it up and tip it up on the throw-in, Larry. It's the only way you can really get a shot off in 0.3 of a second.
Exactly. Just guard the basket down there. Don't worry about it. Don't foul.
Glasgow currently up 59-58. about three-quarters of the gym up on their feet here at Scottie Gym.
Don't see that a lot.
No, you don't. You don't. An exciting finish to this one here at Glasgow High School on senior night. Franklin-Simpson will inbound. They have to go the length of the floor, down by 1 with just 0.3 of a second remaining.
Yeah, unless don't foul anybody. That's the number one thing.
Stutzman looking to inbound it. Not yet. Now they give it to him. Bowen Haney guarding the basketball. Here comes the pass inbounds. And they don't have time to get the shot off, and it didn't matter anyway. It didn't go down. Glasgow will win it. Scottie's 59, Franklin-Simpson 58. So Glasgow will go into the postseason with a winning record at 14-13. Franklin-Simpson heads there with a one-game under 500 record at 13-14. We'll come back in a moment and look at the final stats. We'll talk with head coach James Willett. We'll name our Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Scottie Player of the Game. We'll also talk to our Don Franklin Playmaker of the game as well. Glasgow wins it. Here on senior night, Scotties have now won 4 straight, heading into that district tournament game against Allen County Scottsville on Tuesday night. Back after this on WCLU Sports.